this is Glenn, and I wanted to get over that short video to you that goes over improving your social presence, and just wanted to point out a couple things. So I pulled up your website. I think it looks pretty good for the most part. It kind of hits the basic points. Number of areas where folks can call into you. They can submit their lead information. It goes over your business as well, and it looks like you have a good business, definitely. You have really good reviews, so I have no doubt that your work is good. So I think the area maybe that might be helpful to you is utilizing Facebook advertising. And I wanted to show you a couple tools that Facebook has that makes it really easy to hone in on an audience and advertise to that audience in your area and really the folks that you want to be advertising to. So there's a tool called Facebook Ads Manager. And if we go in here, you can see there is an area to input a location. So I know that Valley Tree is in or near Riverside, California. Okay, so I'm going to put input California. Okay, and if I input that information, it's quite large. It's about 3.3 to 3.9 million people. So that's actually too big, really, for Facebook advertising. Facebook advertising, ideally, we want to advertise to about 500,000 people, give or take 100,000 people. So this is way too big, but I'm going to show you with a couple of clicks how we can get a lot closer to that 500,000 people audience. So right now we have a 25-mile radius outside of Riverside. So I can easily move that to 10, and we can see what that does over here. So right away, it cut it in thirds. So we're about 1.1 and 1.3 million people in the audience. And there's a couple other things that we can do. So looking at the age, it's set to 18 to 65 plus. So we're really, for tree services, we're trying to advertise to homeowners typically. So this seems like 18-year-olds probably wouldn't be homeowners for the most part, but we could maybe move that up to 22 as an example. And we'll, just for argument's sake, we'll say we only want to advertise up to 60-year-olds because beyond 60, maybe they're retiring, maybe they're moving somewhere else. So you can see right away over here, the audience size is getting closer to where we want to be. And you can also use special interests to target an audience. So if I put in here home improvement, maybe as an example, slash home and garden, those folks usually are interested in keeping their homes optimal and using tree services. So that brings it down probably below where we want to be. But the point is really just that we can change the audience size very, very easily using Facebook Ads Manager. So that's one tool. The other tool I want to show you is Facebook Ads Library. And Facebook Ads Library allows you to look and see all advertisements that on Facebook for tree services, as an example, and which ones are running, which ones are running well or for a long time. And I pulled up a couple here that I think are good. And this is kind of how I would write the copy, the advertising copy, if I was doing it. And it's for Strobert Tree Services. So you can see that they've been running since beginning of June, really. There's 3 different versions. But they follow what's called the AIDA framework, and that stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So I'll show you in here, this first line, Pennsylvania homeowners, exclamation point, that's kind of grabbing people's attention. The next section, next 2 sentences really deal with the interest. So it's grabbing their interest. They're saying, if you have a tree on your property that's raising a red flag, take the next 30 seconds to fill out the form for a free estimate and peace of mind. So that's kind of the interest portion of the AIDA framework. The next sentence is the desire. So that's saying safely remove it without damaging your surrounding landscape with Strobert tree. And then it has a nice picture of a huge tree being removed from the property. So that's really the desire portion. And then the last piece is action. So we want to have potential customers take action. They want to claim their free estimate and get a quote. So again, this is just the point is to show that we can look to see whose advertisements are doing well and kind of borrow bits and pieces from them for our advertising and see if it works well for us also. So that's really again, those two tools with Facebook, I think is kind of some low hanging fruit. If you get advertised to Facebook, it may help your small business, and we can go from there. But I did want to thank you for your time, Luis, and I wanted to get this over to you, and I'll try and follow up with you tomorrow or the next day to see if you had the opportunity to take a look at it. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.